Hello, my Scrappy friends. It is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for day number 14. I hope you are ready to settle in with your cup of tea because this is a little bit of a long one. After such a short one on the 12th, we are back for a little bit of a long one. So I am using the super cute hedgehog again. You have already seen this little guy. He was on layout number 13, which I think was on day 10 of the advent calendar, but this is in the big size, and I really loved putting the enamel dots on the Christmas lights, so I'm doing that again because it just looks so cute. So I am popping those on. This time I am putting them on the actual piece of card, not on the pocket, because I have the space and the pocket's not so tight, so that's nice. This layout is of Katie popping across the road to her neighbour's Christmas lights. He puts up Christmas lights every year, and I swear they get bigger and better every single year. And she says in her journaling that this year he was quite late getting his Christmas lights up because the weather had been really awful, quite windy and wet and rainy. And obviously you don't want to get any damage to your Christmas lights. I don't know, they're probably built to withstand, but I guess just in case, or maybe she doesn't say this in her journaling, but maybe he just didn't want to be out there in the weather putting up the Christmas lights. I'm not entirely sure, but they're up and they look amazing. So she popped across the road to get a photo, and I'm pretty sure she says in her journaling that this year is the first year that Lincoln had been able to stay awake long enough for it to be semi-dark for him to be able to pop over and have a look. Obviously in Australia it is summer at Christmas, so for it to be dark it's quite late, like 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And so for a little 4-year-old boy, that is getting a bit past his bedtime. So, or is he even 3 in this? I don't know. No, I think he's 4. I'm trying to think what year of her advent calendar I'm doing, but Addie's only just a baby, so he would be 4. So yeah, he got to pop over and have a look too. I'm pretty sure she said in her journaling. So I did make a little, like a book here of those photos that you can see, that they just kind of flick open. They will sit outside of a pocket because there's also a flap. There was just so many photos to get on this layout. Katie loves giving me lots of photos, but I cannot growl at her about her journaling this year because she did cut that back for me. Thank you very much, Katie, because she did give me an awful lot of journaling last year that I found really hard, whenever I last did it, that I found really hard to include. So I am grateful that she limited her sentences. I mean, I don't want to stop her from telling the story she wants to tell, but I do remember finding it really hard to fit all of the photos and all of the journaling when you're only using a small album. So that was nice. Because I think this particular layout has 6 photos on it. So yeah, I mean, that's not huge. You could technically fit 4, but with 2 of them being the wrong orientation, these 2 down here, it does make it a little bit more interesting. That's why she had to print them at 2x3 size. I'm not sure if I've ever told you how we share our albums, because obviously I'm creating hers. She organizes all of her photos herself, as do I. Every time I'm talking about what Katie does, just assume that I do the same thing, okay? So she organizes all of her photos. She sorts through all of her December photos and figures out the ones that she wants printed and the ones she doesn't. She writes all of her journaling. I print it. She gives it to me and I print it. She shares it in a Google Doc or something. And she pockets all of her photos for me, puts them into pockets, and I stuck with the pockets that she gave me. I am allowed to switch and move and change if I like, but there is a certain order that she would really like her photos to go in. She wants Christmas Day on the 25th. She wants the Boxing Day photos on the 24th. So I often just keep it exactly how she gave me so I know I don't mess it up. I did not give Katie pockets this year because I don't have any. I just gave Katie my photos in order. She does sometimes give me way too many. Like sometimes she can't decide if she wants this photo or this one that looks exactly the same, but Addie's moved her head just a little. And so she'll print them both, and I either include them both or I choose one of them and just give her the other one back. This year she's done way better at that and hasn't given me that many photos that are unnecessary. Some years she gives me like hundreds, and I'm constantly like having to be the one to make the decisions to narrow it down. I find that really hard. But this year she's been pretty good. And she also gives me the collection. So I'm not using my own supplies. There is absolutely no problem with me using my own supplies. I have plenty, but I want the album to be how she wants it to look. So I don't want to choose a collection that she doesn't like or anything like that. Or it could be one she's already used before or something. So I don't want to do that. So she gives me a collection to work with, which is lovely. This year she gave me a bit of a hodgepodge of all random stuff, which is totally fun. It's been fun to work with. I'm actually worried I'm going to run out, to be honest. I think I'm going to struggle with my... I think I'll get right up to the end and only have maybe 1 or 2 embellishments left. So I might need to sneak some more off her or go digging in my stash. I really don't have very much Christmas supply. I don't know why. It's all gone. I must have used it, that's why, which is a beautiful feeling, but I will have to buy something for next December album. Now, I'm going to talk to you about what's happening instead of that. These photos are so fun. So where Katie lives every year, Santa comes and visits the area. He drives around neighborhoods in general, but Katie lives right down from a nature reserve, and he stops at the nature reserve on the fire, and he comes on a fire truck, and the fireman will talk to you and show you the engine and tell the kids about the supplies and, what the firemen do and all of that kind of thing. And then Santa's there and he'll hand out lollies and it's just amazing. And it's so cool that it's literally 3 houses down the street. Really cool. And I don't remember if it was this year or the next year. I actually think it's next year. I think it's in the album that Katie's doing for me right now, whereas the album that I'm doing for Katie is a year behind. Does that make sense? I don't think it does, but I think I'm doing Katie's 2022 album and she's doing my 2023 album. So in the 2023 album of mine that she is doing, my boys just happened to be at their house for a play date on that day, which was awesome. So they got to go and see Santa too, which was so cool. Okay, this layout is really fun. It is not photos of anything in particular to do with Katie. It is her favorite Christmas movies at the moment, like Hallmark movies, like Netflix movies, I don't know. And they will obviously change, but they're just the current ones that she enjoyed this Christmas. She did give me 12, I think, but I couldn't get 12 photos to fit. So I had a play on the Instagram, I don't know, play on words, but not words. And I'm doing the top 9. You know how there's that Instagram thing where you can find out your top 9 posts of the year? So I'm doing that. So I'm putting they're in order. So this would be her favorite 3, 6, and 9. They're in order of her top 9 Christmas albums, Christmas video. Oh my gosh, I have no words left, you guys. I'm so sorry. Christmas movies. And you know what's really sad? I don't have Netflix. I don't have any of the things. I live under a rock. But I don't think I've seen any of these. No, that's a lie. I've seen her number 1 favorite because it is also probably up there with my number 1 favorite. I don't know if I can say number 1 favorite. I feel like she missed a really important one on this list, but she's possibly just picking the ones that she actually watched. And maybe she didn't watch this one this year. But, so you can see she's got the Holiday, Claus, the Princess Swap. I can't read what that one is anymore. The Princess Swap 2, the Holiday, number 1 choice, the Holiday. So the Holiday is definitely up there with one of my absolute favorites, but I feel like it's a crime that she doesn't have Love Actually on this list. Like, surely that fits in the top 9. But I don't know. So, yeah, I haven't seen any of the other ones, like, at all. So, I can't judge the others. But, yes, so this was day number what? What are we up to now? I don't even know. Wait till I get the stickers out. 18? Are we up to 18? I think we're up to 18. Yes, obviously I was correct. Okay, so here we go. So that is layout number 18, layout number 17, and then on the other side we've got 16. Oh, I did those the wrong way around, but you know what I mean. So here are some close-up photos of the way I configured this with my little book there, as well as the little flip up on this page just to fit all of the things in. Just obviously a tiny little filler on that top one because I didn't really have anything to put on there. Fire truck, and then favorite Christmas movies. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you back again in 2 days. Can't wait. Bye. See you then.